Do not let anyone else define for you what God's good will and purpose is.
I have disabilities, actually. Should I even date someone? Many people have told me not to, but I don't want God to disapprove of what I'm doing. People have told me that I would be condemning my children to a life without descendants because it's not a good idea for me to even have kids. So this is a really, really hard,
That's a hard one, but boy,
question.
I love speaking into this one. So, first of all, at least we all carry different kinds of disabilities with us. Some of them are physical, some of them are emotional, some of them are spiritual. So my wife, Laurel, has a disability. She's actually legally blind. She has Beatty's crystalline dystrophy and cystoid macular edema, which means I get to be her seeing eye dog. And it's my highest honor to be able to walk with my wife through life together. Laurel has disabilities, but those disabilities have opened doors for Laurel to do things and experience things that I could never, ever experience. My wife struggles with physical sight, but her spiritual sight is keen. She can see into a situation in ways and bring wisdom and perspective and discernment into certain situations. Like it's mind blowing to me. So do not let anyone else define for you what God's good will and purpose is. You need to go to God and say, God, do you want me to have a relationship? Do you want me to enter into this relationship with this young man? God, do you want me to get married? Do you want me to have children? Lord, you tell me what you want me to do, and I will follow in the path of that. But don't let anyone convince you that just because you may have a disability, that should stop you from wanting to be in a loving, godly relationship. But here's what it comes back to again. It's all about Jesus. I don't care how wonderful that young man is. If he doesn't love Jesus, then he can't love you in the fullness that God wants you to be loved. You are a daughter of God. You are worthy of respect and honor and love. You are to be cherished above all things. And that's with everything that makes you, you. We all have challenges. We all carry different things inside of us. We may have a spiritual deficit. And whatever those things are, we bring them to God, and how we handle them together is what really defines a relationship. So like I said, my wife and I have been walking together over this journey 30 plus years. She was diagnosed with her eye disease early in our marriage. But I will say this, while we may not be able to go quite as quickly as everybody else, my life is so full. Laurel has brought more joy, more adventure, and more beauty into my life than I could have ever experienced on my own. You know why? Because God created an adventurous spirit inside of her. I would have had the most boring life ever, but God gave me a gift of a beautiful, amazing human being. And I want to love Jesus better so that I can love her better. And I keep working on it each and every day. So at least don't let anyone determine God's path for you. You follow God with all of your heart and with all of your passion. You do what he tells you to do. And I promise you, your relationships will continue to be beautiful and enriching. And you will be such a blessing into everyone else's life. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And Grant, I'm so glad you said that, because what I was going to say is Laurel's story, the beautiful thing is Laurel's story has blessed people and blessed me over and over and over again. And it's so cool. To Elise, we're proud of you for being vulnerable and sharing that part of your story. Just the way that God will minister and encourage people in this room right now by your story. Man, we are so thankful that you shared that and you were vulnerable in this space. You reminded me, Grant, of one of my favorite scriptures. 1 John 4:19 says, we love because he first loved us.
Yeah, there you go.
So simple and so good.
Well, hi there. Are you struggling with life's questions? Do you have questions about Jesus, the Bible, or the Christian faith? Well, my name is Pastor Grant Fishbook, and I would be so honored to try and respond to your questions. Hey, check out the videos below, or ask your own question at our website, askjesus.net. Thank you so much for watching. We are so glad that you are here today, and we look forward to responding to your questions because your questions matter.